There's a world out there, a world waiting for you. Waiting to be explored. Waiting for you to leave your mark. Question is, are you ready for takeoff? To see places you never imagined. We fly so you can touch the sky. Captain Flacco invites you to sit back, relax, and enjoy the views as we take the skies. Welcome to That Flight Sim channel. As always, happy flying.
What is going on, Simmers? This is Captain Gonzo coming right back at you. Just a few hours ago, we were on the 414, the Chancellor, doing some flying across Central Florida, and this time we're on the West Coast, back in the one plane that we can't get away from. Black Square Duke, here she is in all her glory. We'll be taking a short hop here from San Diego, heading up to Ontario, California. We've got VATSIM network, we've got LAX Center online. So guys, we're gonna try to hop in ASAP because we don't want to miss out on potential coverage, at least out of the departure end here of San Diego. So you guys know the deal. We'll go in, let's go ahead and get our EFB popped out. Let me just confirm that we still have center. Indeed, LAX Center is on 126.525, and we've got San Diego 8 is on 134.8. So before anything, let's go ahead and get this bird fired up. Let's go ahead and request GPU. Let's go ahead and remove engine covers, pitot covers. Let's get our avionic buses on. Remove the streamer there, remove the throttle lock. Make sure everything's working. Yep. Three 4.8. Let's pick up ATIS real quick. I'm not getting anything. Interesting. That is interesting.
800 scattered.
Have my battery off.
Temperature 23. 2.19er. Altimeter 29903. Localizer. Area navigation approaches in use. Landing and departing runway 27. Notices to air mission. AFX system in use. Activate transponder with mode C on all taxiways and runways. Read may call runway hold short instruction. Command error in phoneme. Advise on initial contact. You have information alpha.
Alright, so we've got information alpha. Looks
Line
like
for
we're
field
expecting
HF information alpha 1551 Zulu. 1330 at 3. Visibility 9er. 800 scattered. Temperature 23. 2.19er. Altimeter 29903. Localizer. Area navigation approaches.
American 123, continue to left turn heading 080.
Up turn 080.
Legion 9238, runway 27 taxi via Bravo.
27 via Bravo, Legion 9238.
Potential aircraft LA Center closing in 5 minutes.
Oh my goodness. Alright, let's
Center norm 2330 Delta, cancel flight long.
30 Delta, squawk VFR, radio service, terminate frequency change, approved, good day.
Squawk VFR, we'll see you norm 2330 Delta.
Bye-bye. Swift Flight 1914, Oakland offline, radar service terminated. Frequency change approved. Good day.
All right, let me see if I can at least pick up my clearance.
KSAN 635.
DHL 135, runway 25 left, cleared to land.
25 left, clear to land, DHL 135 heavy.
Over to unit count, Swift Flight 1914, thanks.
KLM 635, runway 26 left, cleared to land.
26 left, clear to land, KLM 635.
And Los Angeles Center, good afternoon here. 18 Victor Kilo at San Diego with Alpha requesting IFR clearance to Ontario.
Number 18 Victor Kilo, I'm going to be closing up in about 5 minutes. Frequency change to advisors approved.
All right, frequency change approved. See you on the next one. 20 Victor Kilo.
See ya. American 1518, descend via Hollywood 1 arrival, altimeter 2994. We'll descend via the Hollywood 1, 299.
Well, guys, that was a bust, so I guess we've got no other choice but to fire up the old Beyond ATC. Ah, man, that sucks. I had a feeling, too. I saw that they were online for about 3 hours this time around, and I was like, man, I don't know. Might get lucky, might not, but it looks like somebody's out there. I mean, not necessarily they live on the West Coast, but maybe they do, and they're just trying to get a quick sim session in before going to work, kind of like I am right now. So let's go ahead and fire up. Excuse me.
Beyond ATC connected.
There we go. We've got Beyond ATC coming in to the rescue. God, that sucks. Man, that's the one thing about VATSIM that always gets you. All right, so we've got ATIS. Let's get clearance on 125.9er. 125.9er. And let's give him a call real quick. San Diego clearance 18 Victor Kilo with Alpha requesting IFR to Ontario.
November 18, Victor Kilo, Lindbergh clearance, cleared to Ontario Airport, Border 7 departure, Julian VOR transition, then is filed. Maintain 4000, departure frequency 125.3, squawk 1461.
All right, clear to the Ontario Airport via the Border 7 departure, JLI transition, then is filed. Maintain 4000, departure frequency 125.3, squawk 1461 for November 18 Victor Kilo.
November 18, Victor Kilo, read back, correct. Contact ground 123.9er when ready for start or taxi.
We'll call ground on 123.9 for start and taxi for 18 Victor Kilo. All right, you know what? Let's go ahead and transfer over to ground. Man, I'm bummed, guys. I'm really bummed. I wish I could do something about it. I wish I knew a friend or somebody over at VATSIM. Just let them know, like, hey, man, get online. Let's get some stuff happening here. But anyways, guys, let's go ahead and start getting this bird ready to fire up. So let me pull up that EFB once again. Let's remove the wheel chocks. Keep the external power on. We're gonna need these pages here momentarily. Let's see, it is getting a little spicy in here inside the cabin, so let's go ahead and start getting ready to fire up, shall we? We're gonna take a look outside. Let's do a quick walkthrough. We've got the GPU card as expected. We've got the beacon light going on. Nobody's there. So let's start prepping the aircraft now, shall we? So what we want to do first, and you guys might have seen this on our videos now, we are gonna go to the left engine. We're gonna go to the pre-oiler. We're gonna set it to the left. You're gonna see oil pumping through the block there. As that's happening, we're gonna increase mixture, RPM, and throttle. We're gonna introduce a little bit of fuel with the fuel boost pump. There goes the fuel. All right, we've got a good amount of fuel. Let's reduce that throttle back to idle now. And while the pre-oiler is still going on, let's go ahead and crank number 1. Clear prop. Good engine 1 start. Let's get the left generator online. keep RPM right around there for now. All right, let's turn off the pre-oiler. And we're going to repeat the same sequence for engine number 2. So pre-oiler coming on. We've got the oil starting to flow through. Let's set that mixture full rich, RPM forward, throttle full open. And let's go ahead and turn on that boost pump for the right. There goes the fuel. Fuel pump coming off. Back to idle. Clear prop. Pre-oiler coming off. Generator going online. Inverter going to on. Alright, let's close up this window so we can conserve a little bit of the audio. Let's go ahead and disconnect the GPU. We no longer need it. Cow flaps are open. Engines are running. Actually, let me call ground. San Diego ground, 18 Victor Kilo at signature requesting startup.
November 18 Victor Kilo, engine start approved. Call when ready for taxi.
Engine start approved. Call when ready for taxi for 18 Victor Kilo. Alright, we'll get our pitch trim set on. Let's make sure we are in the takeoff config. Indeed, we are in the green. Let's go ahead and get flaps down to approach or for takeoff. Quick flight controls check. Good on the rudders. Everything feels nice and smooth. Let's go ahead and get the AC blowing right now in the meantime while we get set up for our takeoff roll. We'll go to our cabin, and you can see our temperature mode is set to auto cool right there on the bottom right, and our target temperature of 73 degrees, whereas right now it's 81 degrees in the cabin. So we will let the AC take care of that here. So let's go ahead and start getting ready for taxi. San Diego ground, 18 Victor Kilo at signature, ready to taxi for departure.
November 18 Victor Kilo, runway 27 taxi via Hotel Charlie Charlie 1.
Hotel Charlie Charlie 1 to runway 27 for 18 Victor Kilo. Alright, parking brake is coming off. Let's steer to the right here of these guys. Alright. Go ahead and pull up our airport charts here. So once again, bringing up my lovely 4-flight KSAN. Taxiways, and we are going to come up Hotel Charlie and then Charlie 1. Okay, so yeah, we're literally just coming out here, making a left-hand turn, and that'll be it. Make sure our taxi light is on. Man, I am bummed out, guys. Really bummed out that Los Angeles Center was closing literally as we started getting online there. Really wish, again, there could be more that we could do for you guys. Unfortunately, in the weekends, it's a little difficult to set up something on Friday nights. I think that's when it's busiest for ATC. But we'll try it. We'll try it, man, because I'm really bummed out. I've been meaning to get more online with VATSIM to practice with a person rather than talking to, you know, AI. Beyond ATC has its great moments. It also has its weird moments, so it's a love and hate for me.
November 18 Victor Kilo, contact Lindbergh Tower 118.3.
Switching to Tower 118.3 for 18 Victor Kilo. See ya. Alright, so we're going to hold short of 27 here for just a minute. You know what? Let's go ahead and start squawking Charlie. I remember hearing that on the ATIS. Alright, before departure, we will go ahead and turn off that AC. And let me go ahead and set up that departure frequency on the standby, which is 125.3. We'll enter that. Alright, I'm about ready to go, so let me give him a call. Lindbergh Tower, good afternoon. 18 Victor Kilo, holding short 27, ready for departure.
November 18 Victor Kilo, Lindbergh Tower, wind tree 30 at tree, runway 27, cleared for takeoff.
Cleared for takeoff, runway 27 for 18 Victor Kilo. Alright guys, we've got the go ahead. Got our nav and strobe lights on. Obviously the nav lights have been on. Let's go ahead and set mixture full forward, RPM full forward. AC is off. We're not going to do a run up either. I am going to be a little bit tighter on time, so we're going to try to get this flight going. We're going to keep it rolling. Heels coming on the floor now on the rudder pedals. Let's get that power in. Approaching 80 knots, rotating. Just like that, we're flying, guys. So let's get gear up. Turn off taxi and landing light. We don't need those anymore. Having to use a bit of left rudder here. There we go. Let's stabilize that. We're about 110 knots. Let's go ahead and clean the flaps up. And again, we're climbing to 4,000 feet until clear to climb to flight level, or I should say 12,000. That's what our final cruising altitude will be.
November 18 Victor Kilo, contact SoCal departure.
Switching to departure for 18 Victor Kilo. See ya. SoCal departure. Good afternoon. 18 Victor Kilo, climbing through 1,700 for 4,000.
November 18 Victor Kilo, SoCal departure, radar contact, climb and maintain 1010,000.
Climb, maintain 1010,000 for 18 Victor Kilo. Let's enable the flight director. We are on autopilot now, guys. So we're still tracking that magenta line on the Border 7 departure. We're climbing at around 2,000 feet a minute. The Duke can certainly handle it. Let's go ahead and get our pitot on. Nice day climbing out of here out of San Diego on the West Coast. You guys know we are suckers for the West Coast out here, especially in California, so. Look at those cow flaps open. Things are huge, man. Making a left-hand turn here shortly. Listen to those engines. Oh, man. Got some weird texturing going down there in the water. Please disregard that. I don't know, guys. There's something about the Duke. It's majestic. It's just perfect, man. Look at that thing.
November 18, Victor Kilo. Contact Los Angeles Center 134.575. Take care.
All right, contacting center on 134.575 for 18 Victor Kilo. See ya. Let's go ahead and get that blower back on. 134.575. And center, good afternoon. 18 Victor Kilo climbing through 8,000 for 10,000. Border 7.
November 18 Victor Kilo, say altitude.
November 18 Victor Kilo, 8,300.
November 18 Victor Kilo, Los Angeles Center, climb and maintain 12,000, altimeter 299er tree.
Climb, maintain 12,000, altimeter 299er 3 for 18 Victor Kilo. We're still climbing, guys. We're still tracking along through 9,000 now for 12,000. Reduce RPM a little bit for this climb out. Let's go ahead and get that prop sync on. Forgot to turn that on after departure. Let's go ahead and reduce that climb just a bit. Let the airplane get some more airspeed. But everything is looking great, guys. Forgot to start my timer here, but no worries. We're going to be speeding up the sim rate here in just a few seconds once we are established at 12,000. Let's go ahead and wander on back over to the cabin here so you guys can get a perspective. So obviously not as roomy as we saw last night on the FlySimWare 414, the Chancellor, the one that I kept calling the Golden Eagle, but hey, don't hold it against me, man. The 421, which is a variant of the 414, is called the Golden Eagle. But guys, look at this, man. I love the massive windows here on the Duke.
November 18 Victor Kilo, contact Los Angeles Center 2815.
Switching Los Angeles Center 28.15 for 18 Victor Kilo. Let's see if I can zoom in all the way from here. Let's try it. 1, 2, 8. There we go, guys. We changed the radio from the passenger seat. And Los Angeles Center, good afternoon. 18 Victor Kilo with you, 12,000.
November 18 Victor Kilo, Los Angeles Center, roger.
You can't do that on the 414, guys. I'm literally taking control of the aircraft from back here. Now, there's only one problem. I can't reach my cowl flaps to be able to close them for the cruise, so... And let's keep an eye on our temperature, 65 degrees. Let's set the blower, let's set it to manual heat. Make sure we keep everything nice and decent here. So here we go, we've got our engine pages, and you can see here on the top right, underneath the engine conditioner cowl flap. So this is the left engine. Let's go ahead and close that cowl flap. And remember, guys, just like we did on the 414 last night, we want to go ahead and start closing those up as you begin to cruise to reduce the drag on the aircraft. Now that the engines are breathing that nice cooler air up here, you don't have to worry about the cowl flaps. So we'll do the same thing for the right-hand side. I gotta get those mapped to a button on my Honeycomb Alpha or Bravo, so I don't have to sit here and click them. But you can see the dynamic display there, showing the cowl flaps closing. And there we go. We've got cowl flaps completely retracted. Let's put the EFB away. Now that we're cruising, let's go ahead and start leaning that mixture out a little bit. But first, let's reduce power. So we'll reduce the manifold pressure. Let's do 34 inches. There we go. We'll reduce RPM here. Okay, there we go. In our fuel flow, we're going to lean that mixture out, just like so. And there we go, guys. So we are nice and cruising up here. At 12,000 feet, we are cruising at about 75% power there. Everything's still in the green. Our cylinder head temperature's in the green. Oil temperature in the green. Oil PSI still in the green. Let's go ahead and check our EDM down here. Go to step. You can see our horsepower output right now on both engines. You see our cylinder head temperatures right there. Cylinders 1 through 6. Now it's going through each individual cylinder, showing you the EGT and CHT, or cylinder head temperature and exhaust gas temperature. We've got good oil there. Battery is showing 28.5 volts. We've got an outside air temperature of 43 degrees. There we go, gallons per hour. So, yeah, right now we are cruising at about 26 gallons per hour. I'll take that. We should have more than enough fuel to get up to Ontario. Oh, that heat. There we go. Let's go to auto heat. No wonder I put it on manual. Alright, sorry about that. Miss Co-Pilot. Hey, this is the same Co-Pilot I had last night on the 414. Interesting, she seems to be following me. So guys, if you go watch the live I had last night, I should say early this morning, you can see the 414 in all her glory. I forgot to set my pressurization here for the cabin. We're at 12,000. But yeah, guys, you can see that the 414, even though it's older in terms of when it was released for Flight Sim 2020, it still holds up, man, a heck of a fight to the Duke. The Duke is obviously its own separate product. It is from Black Square, which we know has one of the highest standards for GA aircraft. We all know that their TBM 850 is phenomenal. I think it was one of my favorites for a long time. And of course, now they've got the Starship in development coming out. And for those of you that are aviation fans, you guys know that the Starship is a unicorn. You just don't see them anymore. And if you think the Duke is rare, believe me, I think I've yet to see a Starship up close and personal on my days working the ramp. I've seen it taken off one time from Orlando, but I never got to sit next to it and just look at it and hate how bad it looks. And like I said, for the Duke, I've only seen one ever in my whole experience on the ramp. It was something similar to what we're flying in right now. It was a Grand Duke. No winglets, however, on that one. It had an older paint, but it was awesome watching it. Look at the attention to detail. You can see everything here. We'll sit back here, guys, and we'll enjoy the flight up to Ontario. We'll let the co-pilot monitor everything. Nice little gentle left-hand turn here. Let's get our reading light on, shall we? There we go. You guys can see that it is modeled. Unfortunately, it's not dark enough right now for that to be really making an effect. You know what? How about we do like we did last night and we advance the time just a bit. There we go. Nothing like some afternoon flying, heading into a nice sunset. Take a look at our flight plan here. There we go. The cabin temperature is finally stable at 72 degrees. Much better, guys. Yeah, so we're headed to Sutter, then we're going to Pettus. Then from there we should be getting ready to descend to Ontario. I don't know, guys. If I was you and I was sitting in the back of a Duke like this, I would be very happy. Of course, I'd rather be flying it, but if somebody was flying me around in this beautiful plane, I would not be upset at all. Just enjoy the views. Let's go enjoy the exterior views now. There we go. Loving that reflection on the horizontal stabilizer there. Just a beautiful airplane, man. I love the haziness there over those mountain tops. Just makes the scenery so much more enticing. Alright, we're clear. Direct Julian VOR, resume on nav for 18 Victor Kilo. Let's go ahead and pull up that leg for the JLI, I believe it was. Huh, I don't even have it in here. That's interesting. So I'll tell you what, let's go ahead and just add a waypoint after. Go ahead and insert after Julian JLI. Enter. So we'll go direct Julian now. There we go. She is tracking. I don't know why they did that. That's weird. Alright, whatever. Returning. And as you can see, guys, the GTN 750, it's a phenomenal add-on. This is payware by PMS 50, I believe, but it's worth the purchase. It just enhances these older aircrafts. It makes it a lot easier to navigate, especially on IFR conditions and even VFR. You know, you have a good, reliable source there. And like I was saying yesterday for the 414, even though we're being augmented with this modern technology, we're still flying old school. As you can see, steam gauges. I did all my flight training on steam gauges on Cessna 172Rs and SPs, and I had the chance to fly the G1000, but I love it. Don't get me wrong. I love the increased situational awareness for a pilot, but I don't know. I think as a pilot, if you can fly gauges first and then transition to glass, it's the best way to do it, because you get a solid understanding on how to read all these. So you've got your 6-pack here, or in this case, you've got your 9-pack. But yeah, you've got your attitude indicator, airspeed indicator, altimeter. You've got your HSI. You've got your VOR, DME tracker there, VSI for your vertical speed. Your turn slip coordinator on the bottom left, another localizer, and VOR navigation, and then your radar altitude. Now, the radar altimeter is great for when you're doing some RNAV approaches and some low visibility approaches. You want to make sure that you're seeing your actual height above ground level instead of your barometric altitude. So it's good to have it. But again, it's not really a necessity for most of flight training. You won't really have to worry about it. Now, once you get to your instrument rating, that might become more of a thing. But of course, I'm not instrument rated. I'm just a private pilot with VFR privileges, I guess you could say. So yeah, I love flying steam gauges. I like the feedback from all the gauges. And again, I'm not talking down on the G1000 or any glass cockpits. I just enjoy this a lot more. However, on an airplane like the Cirrus SR-22 Turbo that I got to fly for a few hours, that definitely makes it a lot easier when you have the Garmin suite and you've got the Garmin perspective for Cirrus. Trust me, guys, it's a lot easier to fly, and especially when things are happening at twice the speed that you're used to in a Cessna 172. It's very helpful. So once again, the GTN 750 by PMS, highly recommended. And even though I never got to fly with a GTN 750 in real life, I got to use a 560, I believe it is, which is very similar to the 750, just doesn't have all the bells and whistles of the 750, but it gives you a good introduction into these more advanced GPS units. And it was awesome, man. I think that tail number was 452 Mike Kilo, I believe. I'm trying to remember here on one of those Cessnas that I flew. I used to fly like 7 or 8 different Cessnas on the flight school. But yeah, that airplane was equipped with a 560, I believe it was, or 530, I can't remember now. And it was awesome because you can hook it up to your iPad or to your phone with the Garmin Pilot app before I started using ForeFlight. And it was awesome because you can just make changes on the go. And you can see everything on your phone and your iPad. But steam gauges for life. That's my my methodology for flying. Alright, so we are about to cross Julian here. See, the autopilot is tracking to the left here. And this is why I love the West Coast. Beautiful mountain ranges out there. You saw the flight yesterday in Florida. Yeah, we had a beach, we had a lot of golf courses and whatnot, but I don't know, it gets boring. This to me just makes flying all that much better. There's the left turn. We're crossing Julian in about 1 nautical mile, and then we'll continue on to Setter. My co-pilot, the same one that was on yesterday for the Cessna 414, she is just hanging out. Not even running the communications for me, man. What a waste. What a waste. I'm having to do all the work here as solo PIC. Let's see what the outside air temperature is looking like. It looks like about 42 degrees there Fahrenheit, so not crazy, not too bad. You don't have to worry about icing conditions, of course. But if we did, we do have the ice boots or de-ice boots on the leading edges there of the wing and the horizontal vertical stabilizer. We've also got prop heat. Let me just hide the yoke here. You can take a look back here to the bottom left. You've got your windshield heater, and it'll show you your windshield de-ice, the voltage once you enable that. You've got your pedal install and pedal heaters on. Our fuel vents, we'll keep those off for now. And we've got our left and right engine prop heat. Go ahead and open up a little bit of pilot air, get some airflow. We've got plenty of gas. Looks like we're about 40 something gallons on each side. That should be more than enough. Got our panel lights right here, these little dials. Once you turn the panel lights on, you can see everything illuminates, and you can mess around here with the lighting conditions. But for now, we'll keep them off. It's not dark enough. Of course, we got our landing gear lever right there. We've got our gyroscopic precession, GA pilot and co-pilot. We'll leave it to the pilot side since I am flying on this side. Prop sync is on. See, we've got our pressurization control over here. We've got it set to 12,000 feet, which is what we're cruising at. And once again, guys, just like the 414, the Black Square Duke is, of course, set so that you can encounter real-life failures. You can lose an engine, you can lose an alternator, etc., and you have to figure it out from there. So you can always go to the EFB or the electronic flight path tablet. Let's pull it up, and I can show you how you can set that up. So here you can monitor obviously your engines, your electronic page, or electrical page. Go to your cabin, see how everything's firing up. You can see the heater is on right now because we've got it to heat, to maintain that temperature. Let's go to failures. So right here, I've got it to 1x for real-time failures, so nothing should be failing right now. The aircraft is relatively new. You can see I've got about 4.5 hours on each engine. But if you wanted to, you can just press fail now and start inducing failures on the aircraft. And look at this, everything's in here. You can also search for them here if you don't want to scroll. If you had a bunch of failures, you can just reset all or restore defaults. But for now, we're going to keep it as such. I don't want to induce any failures. Don't want to make it that exciting. Getting a little bit of lag. There we go. But guys, we're at 38.8 nautical miles away from Cedar. Cedar. I'm sure ATC will be giving us a set of instructions here shortly. Let's verify that route again. So we are inbound from Julian to the Cedar 5, Ontario 26 right. That's what we're expecting. So let me go ahead and pull up that chart. And actually, I'll do it here, so I don't keep talking about it off screen. Let's go to Navigraph. This is a great plugin if you've paid for the Navigraph subscription. We're going to press load. It should be detecting the flight plan. There we go. Let's switch this to low VFR, or IFR, I should say. So you can see we are on the track, 319 degrees to Cedar. From Cedar, we'll head inbound to Pettis. Open up the chart for the arrival. So Rothi, we should be expecting to cross at 12,000. We're already at 12,000, so that's going to be no factor. And then from Cedar, we'll probably head inbound to Pettis because we are expecting 26 right and 26 left. You can see right there, Ontario International runways 26 left and right, expect the ILS approach. If we were landing eastbound, we would be turning to Purdue and then to Paradise VOR, from there getting vectors. So So ATIS is on 124.25. Altimeter setting is 2 inches. Transition levels flight level 180. Radar is required. ADF required. TME required. Also serves these airports: Papa Oscar Charlie, Charlie November Oscar, AJO, EMT, and ARAL. Not familiar with those airfields, but I'm sure they're around the area there. You can see our elevation here due to the mountain ranges. Looks like the highest we've got is about 13,000 feet, but we are steering clear of that. Let's select the approach. Let's do 26 right, since that's what we've loaded up. You can see on Navigraph you can overlay the instrument approach plate. So that localizer frequency will be 109.7. But you know what? Before that, let's pick up ATIS on 124.25. Let's go to COM 2. Volume is on. Oh, there we go. That's why COM 2 is on. Let's see if we pick it up. It's interesting. Won't let me pick it up. Let me go to COM 1 real quick.
You have information, Bravo.
Bravo.
Ontario Airport information, Bravo. 16270. Wind calm. Visibility minor. Sky condition clear. Temperature 2.16. Altimeter 29904. Landing and departing runways 26 right, 26 left. Bird activity in vicinity of airport.
Alright, so we've got information Bravo. Let's go ahead and set up that localizer frequency to 109.7. And we'll set the course to 258.
November 18, Victor Kilo after Cedar, cleared via Cedar 5, pilot's discretion descend and maintain 8,000 Ontario Airport landing, runway 26 right, altimeter 29904.
Alright, after Cedar, cleared via the Cedar 5 arrival, pilot's discretion descend and maintain 8,000 Ontario Airport landing, runways 26 right, altimeter 29904. 20 Victor Kilo.
November 18, Victor Kilo, contact SoCal approach 125.5.
Switching to NorCal approach on 125.5 for 1 Victor Kilo. See ya. NorCal approach 18 Victor Kilo, 12,000 Cedar 5 arrival.
November 18 Victor Kilo, verify information Bravo.
November 18 Victor Kilo, we've got the numbers.
November 18 Victor Kilo, verify information Bravo.
I can never figure out how to say this properly.
November 18 Victor Kilo with the numbers.
Literally what I just said.
November 18 Victor Kilo, SoCal approach, altimeter 29904, expect the ILS runway 26 right via Petus.
Altimeter 29904, expect the ILS approach 26 right via Petus for 18 Victor Kilo. I'd say it's a good time to start descending, so let's go ahead and switch to attitude. Get some pitch down. Reduce power. And let's go ahead and enrichen that mixture, full rich. I see runway lights, I know that's not Ontario. Ontario's somewhere out there next to that huge mountaintops over there. go ahead and get some panel lights on now. That's getting a little darker. Here we are on the Navigraph map. We are passing Hammond Ryan, Hotel Mike Tango. That is the airfield to our 9-ish o'clock almost. Cross Cedar, and then turn towards Pettus. And looks like our initial approach fix of Zablu, actually in this case would be Taco. Yep, Taco's the initial approach fix, and then from there we'll make that left turn to 258 for our final approach course, into 26 right. In case we have a missed approach, we will climb to 2,800 feet, then climbing left turn to 5,400 feet, direct Paradise, VOR, and hold. Continue climb in hold to 5,400. Our decision altitude is 1,132 feet, and that is, of course, because of the field elevation. So yeah, keep in mind airfield elevations at 944 feet, and the touchdown zone elevation of 226 right is 932 feet. Let's go ahead and reduce this cabin pressure as we're descending.
All aircraft be advised, information Charlie now current, altimeter 29905.
29905, roger. Go ahead and bump that descent rate. About 4.5 nautical miles from Cedar. Man, this lag always scares me, but so far when this happens, luckily the sim does not crash. It just takes a minute to compile everything and then we're back. Bump up a little bit more on that descent. We got to set our final approach course to 258, so there's 24, 25, 255. That's about 258 right there.
November 18, Victor Kilo, descend and maintain 4,000, altimeter 29905.
Descend and maintain 4,000, altimeter 29905 for 18 Victor Kilo. There we go. I was just getting ready to wonder if they were gonna.
November 18 Victor Kilo, cleared direct Pettus. Cross Pettus at or above 3,400. Cleared ILS runway 26 right.
Cleared direct Pettus. Cross Pettus at or above 3,400. Cleared ILS 26 right for 18 Victor Kilo. Let me make sure we've got the approach set in here. So let's go to procedure, approach, 26 right, transition, Pettus, and we'll go ahead and load and activate the approach now. Look at that lighting, guys. Man, I love it. Loving the lighting conditions. Look at that haze over the mountains. 220 knots across the ground on this descent. I can live with that all day. Since we're getting ready to begin our approach here, let's go ahead and open up those cow flaps once again. So starting with the left engine. Probably see it there underneath the number 1 engine. Let's take a look. Ah, there it goes. You can see the cow flap just coming into view. open on the left. Let's go to the right. Cow flaps are open. We've got mixture full rich. We're continuing our descent to 4,000. So that's 3,400. .7 nautical miles from Petis. Well, let's go ahead and slow this descent rate. Going over some subdivisions down here underneath us. Alright guys, and if you're just tuning into the stream, we are on the approach face here, heading into Ontario, California. We're just about 4 nautical miles from the Petis VOR, where we'll be establishing ourselves on the approach for an ILS 26 right. We are on approach frequency. Let me go ahead and get that tower frequency on standby. 120.6. Leave it there. Waiting for the handoff. You can see the haze is making it a little bit difficult to get eyes on the runway, but as I say that, there's the airfield right there. You can see that lake, and just to the west of the lake, you can see the runway lighting. Here we are holding at 3,400 feet. That's what we were cleared to do. Cross Peter at or above 3,400 feet. Once we begin that left-hand turn, I'll engage the approach mode on the autopilot. You can see the nav frequency is now showing ILS, glide slope runway 26 right. There we go. Let's go ahead and enable approach mode. Let's switch to approach mode now that we're on localizer. Alright, I see the runway. Let's go ahead and get gear down. Get our taxi and landing light on.
Victor Kilo, contact Ontario Tower 120.6, see you.
Switching to Tower 120.6 for 18 Victor Kilo, see you. Ontario Tower 18 Victor Kilo, ILS 26 right.
November 18 Victor Kilo, Ontario Tower, wind 180 at tree, runway 26 right, cleared to land.
Cleared to land, runway 26 right, 18 Victor Kilo. There we go. We are capturing that glide slope. Should be descending here shortly. And you can see GS on the autopilot panel there. Glide slope is captured. You can see on the GTN 750 that yellow bar to the right there showing our glide slope inbound. again, guys, I'm just managing my power right now and not controlling anything with the autopilot. And for now, we'll go ahead and turn off the AC. Get a little bit of cabin air in there so that they don't suffocate. Let's go ahead and get flaps full. And before landing checklist, we've got landing gear down, locked, 3 green. We've got flaps down, landing light, taxi lights on. We've got mixture full ridge, RPM full forward, just in case we got to execute a go around. We've already breached our missed approach procedure. But right now we are tracking down beautifully to Ontario. Cabin's getting a little hot there, 78 degrees. Oh well, we'll be on the ground here shortly. And we're about 3.5 nautical miles here, so autopilot coming off, my controls. Let's put away that flight director, we no longer need it. Let's do a visual approach here. Let's keep that descent rate to about 450 feet a minute. Chasing that sunset into the west here. Giving a little bit of pitch trim here, help maintain that nose where I want it. We're a little bit high on the glide slope. Let's go ahead and reduce power. We're maintaining about 95 knots here on the final approach. It's about the sweet spot here for the Duke. We're not too heavy. We've burned off sufficient gas. We've only got 3 passengers on board according to the loadout. And we're committing, guys. Shadows from the trees, that is beautiful. There we go, 2 white, 2 red, we ain't dead, like Captain Flacco says. Let's see if I can butter this landing. Should have no problem, winds are relatively calm. Bring that power back. We're gonna let her bleed off that airspeed. Hold the nose, and there we are. Nice easy touchdown into Ontario. So welcome to Ontario, guys.
November 18, Victor Kilo, exit left at Papa.
Exiting left at Papa for 18 Victor Kilo. There's Papa. Let's lean the mixture out just a bit. Okay, let's bring the flaps up. Landing light off. Let's open up the window here. And ground should be on 1 to 1.9er. Ontario ground 18 Victor Kilo, clear of 26 right at Papa.
November 18 Victor Kilo. Welcome to Ontario Airport. Say parking or advise if need assignment.
November 18 Victor Kilo will take any ramp available.
November 18 Victor Kilo. Ramp C1 taxi via Quebec Papa. Hold short runway 26 left.
Ramp Charlie 1 via Quebec Papa, hold short of 26 left for 18 Victor Kilo. Here's Quebec. Then we'll take Papa here.
November 18 Victor Kilo. Cross runway 26 left at Papa. Continue taxi via. Hold short runway 26 right.
Alright, continue taxi via Quebec Papa. Cross 26 left, hold short of 26 right for 18 Victor Kilo. That makes no sense. But whatever, we'll continue. Alright, clear of the active. Landing lights coming off again. Let's go to nav and beacon. Or bacon as I like to call it. Here's Papa. We'll go into the ramp where we usually take off out of. Love that 727 sitting out there. I don't know what FBO this is, but we will taxi in. Looks like we've got some marshallers standing by. Go ahead and turn off that taxi light. Swing it around here to line up with that marshaller. There they are. Brakes. Pull the brakes. Let's kill the engines. Take off that inverter. Let's go ahead and get the chocks on. Open that cabin door, nose baggage. Alright, let's kill the air here. Turn off the pitch trim. Prop sync is off. We don't need the panel lights on anymore. Let me reach back here and get our flight control lock and our throttle guard. There we go. Okay, so we are parked. Let's go ahead and set the transponder back to standby. Let's go ahead and kill power to that. Alright, I think we can go ahead and kill our pitot heat as well. Obviously we don't need that. Everything else is off. We can turn off the beacon. We're no longer engaged. Turn off our nav light. Flaps have been cleaned up. Nothing is out of the ordinary. Go ahead and kill the avionics power. Let's kill the battery. Check it out, guys. We are parked here in beautiful Ontario, California. We just made the short hop from San Diego. Again, guys, this was supposed to be a VATSIM flight. Unfortunately, VATSIM just let us down. So yeah, Midchild, I'm sorry if I'm just seeing your message now. It should have been on VATSIM, but the controller, which was LAX Center, was getting offline as I requested my IFR clearance. So they just told me to just go ahead and get on the Unicom. So a little disappointing, so I went ahead and just switched over to Beyond ATC because we weren't going to have any coverage. So kind of sucked, kind of a bummer, but it's all good. It happens. Guys, let's go ahead and now put the engine covers on, get all other static elements on display. Pitot covers, engine covers on. Let's go ahead and secure the bird. Let's close the cabin door. Let's close the nose baggage as well. Let's close the little window here. And now we've got a nice and cold bird. Let's take a look outside. And there you have it. We've got a cold and dark Duke. Guys, this will do it for this live stream. I gotta bug you on out of here. I gotta get to work. And guys, I just want to thank you for those of you that started watching us. Maybe you tuned in a little bit halfway through the flight, maybe a little bit late. It's all good. You can always just replay the whole thing. It's just myself today again, but Captain Flacco and I will now have the exact same work schedule. So you guys can expect to see a little bit more collaborations between him and I. And as always, we're still working on getting you guys the best stream output possible. So for now, we'll just continue doing this until we get a better solution. We're actively working, contacting different manufacturers and providers of software that make streaming possible. So guys, I promise you, we are not giving up. We're gonna make this the best streaming experience for flight simmers as we can. We want to engage with you guys, our watchers and our followers, all the time. Guys, if you guys have any questions, if you have any concerns, comments, anything you'd like to see differently, drop a comment, let us know. We try to monitor those as actively as possible. But guys, this will do it. This is Captain Flacco, or excuse me, Captain Gonzo here impersonating Captain Gonzo with that Flight Sim channel. I love you guys. Thank you guys for the support. Thank you guys for tuning in for this quick short hop. Make sure to check out our channel, subscribe, like, and comment. And like some other YouTubers say, if you don't like our content, that's fine, man. You can. The worst thing you can do is just go ahead and click that unsubscribe. That's it, and you guys won't have to watch us or hear us again. But hopefully that's not the case. We love you guys. We want to see the interaction, the followers. We're on our way to 1,000 followers and subscribers. So let's try to get there, guys. We're trying to get that done here by the end of the year. Anyways, guys, enough of the chatter. We'll cue the outro, and as always, happy flying.
Thank you for choosing that Flight Sim channel. We invite you to our next stream as we take the skies once again. Until next time, and as always, happy flying.